Oh, Vishnu, a moon-shaped pool brings back pieces and parts of Radiohead that we've loved since OK Computer. It's sophisticated chaos within an emotional hallucination. Side effects may include recalling past lives and all your present and future lives and loves through a grain of sand on the pinhead of a needle in only a split second in time within every hole inside your broken heart and spirit. And the needles pierce at random, creating rhythms and melodies that reveal themselves to be the literal translations of an ancient script, which was written the very moment of the birth of the universe, etched upon the outer skin of your soul, which floats in a clear, dark ocean and weird fishes. Track 1, Burn the Witch. Furious strings pulsing through time and space through words that reveal the truth about old traditions which have transformed into casual modern ways of life. Undead zombie fury. We believe we've progressed, but we've only changed identities. Generalizations and hatred spread like wildfire. Conspiracies are afoot. Conform or be accused. Keep the factories afloat. Don't slow the production line of old traditions of fear and lynch mob mentalities. Is this human nature? Will it ever end? I'm not sure, but I love this song. It really starts the album off on the right foot, that's for sure. Number 2, Daydreaming. Dreamy poetry floating softly above a candlelight that's been burning within the hearts and souls of those who have lost track of their dreams, tumbling through the clouds of a mundane world, earning a paycheck, reminding oneself to be grateful that their dreams are no more. But wait, it hurts a bit. There's a tugging. There are two of me. There's one who hides and watches what I do on the outside. The dreamers and the artists had no place in this world. The lighting is too harsh. Best not to depend on them if you hope to accomplish financial goals. And now I feel like I'm reading a Pisces horoscope. The song itself is smooth and delicious. The simultaneous sounds range from things that remind me of 80s video games to the rich and delicate sounds of a deep ocean of an orchestra. The melody is beyond haunting because it wakes up something that's been dormant for what feels like decades. It's as if music hadn't existed until now. Number 3, Deck's Dark. It reminds me a bit of Subterranean Homesick Alien, not just because of the mention of spacecraft. Whew, a bird flew in here. But the sounds of the song itself. There's an ambient hipness that takes me back to my teenage years, trespassing onto the runways at the local airport late at night to look at the stars and think about the way aliens might view humans if they saw what we're capable of. So for me, this song is about pausing to look within and maybe put myself in check instead of smiling my way through the clouds and the storm. Stop. Look. Listen. It's the loudest sound you've ever heard within a song that is soft and rhythmic with such dreamy tones. We all have dark parts within us. Sometimes we meet someone who forces those dark parts to the surface, and then maybe they're frightened, maybe they leave. But we turn around and embrace those parts because they're a part of us. There's no need to bury them, but sing them sweetly to sleep. Maybe one day, someone will draw out the light. Number 4, Desert Island Disc. Folk music, acoustic music by a small firelight. Stars are bright above, twinkling and shooting. It feels so nice to be this open, to be this free, to just be. I didn't know I could feel this fresh air, this musical sigh of relief after such a long time of being buried beneath another life, one that was never truly meant to be. Maybe she needed a different type of love from him, and he needed a different type of love from her. Not seeing eye to eye is a blinded kind of love that can strike with venom if left unchecked. The song is short and sweet and pleasant to the ear. I like it. Number 5, Full Stop. I felt like I was walking down a hallway, headed towards some kind of club or rave where thousands of people were probably dancing and lights were switching from this way to that. And upon opening the door, there was only a wall. I could still hear the music on the other side, but this was the only way in. I had no tools that could knock down the wall, and even if I did, I don't think any tools by my hands would have worked. But I can't leave because I spent years trying to find this place. I don't seem to realize that I can leave. And then the music begins to move in on me, beyond the wall, behind my back, and floating down the hallway, while I follow it slowly, and the people are jumping and dancing silently all around me. I follow it until it eventually makes its way in through another wall that I simply cannot pass. I love this song. It reminds me of Jigsaw falling into place, if that song could be made human, standing in awe at the passing of the lights and sounds. Sorry, a bat flew in here. Number 6. Glass Eyes. It's like milk, another beautiful tune that sits dreamily upon a hill just above Nude, How I Made My Millions, Pyramid Song, and every other breathtaking piece of work by these guys. It's the beauty of heartbreak, that moment in between death and rebirth, the frightening feeling of loss, the frightening feeling of change. I'm breathing underwater to this tune. With others like me, our hair is dancing slowly around our thoughts. But I'm feeling panic while being rocked to sleep by a love that is no more. Gliding between pain and apathy, holding on and letting go, paused. Standing still, looking around at a world that moves on. The piano and the orchestra become a blanket that carries me away to the warm fire and hot cocoa. Things are going to get better, they say. Number 7, Identikit. The song feels like their song Black Swan to me in some ways. I love the mellowness of the upbeat, the energy of the calm. There is a distant voice in the background I can't make out, but then the vocals come in closer, telling me about a love that just plays a part, that is truly without real love, and rather than feel pain from that reality, it's better to not think of it. To continue as always, denial that the love has flown away. I love the way his voice enters the room with a small, subtle ditty. The melody rolls up and down pleasant little hills as the subtle rhythm keeps it moving right along. Keep moving, nothing to see here except for a beautiful song. Can you tell that I'm reading what I wrote before? I already wrote all this out. There's no way I could remember all this. Who do you think I am? Memory woman? The numbers. Number 8. This one has a magical intro. It's as if every melodic sound that Radiohead has ever made decided to get together and warm up before a recital. And then the guitar begins its familiar strum with the spirit of OK Computer and Kid A, and the melodic bass lines of my favorite bassist, Colin Greenwood. You're the best. And in true Radiohead form, I feel their urge to wake up the masses, asking them to demand their voices be heard, to out a rigged government system built and thriving on political agendas and lies. An innocent, young, and angelic voice echoing in the background moves forward with the powerful sound of a more insistent guitar strum and a smooth, delicate, yet urgent string section. We are delicate, but together we can be strong. We can move mountains. Number 9, 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 present tense. This is my favorite track on the album right now. It makes me feel like I'm on the softest, most beautiful roller coaster ever imagined. The sound of a cloud-like train chugging its way to the top, but when it falls, it floats like a feather in a beautiful world. This song is special. The dance pulls inward and the world disappears. Light on our feet, we tap and move about inside our souls. Even as our world crashes down around us, we keep on moving, dancing softly, moving, deaf, dumb, and blind to it all. And just as we get settled into our rhythm, a light switch is turned on, but not a harsh light, a light of love. And we know that this time we'll take care. We'll get it right this time. We have to. Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. This is a popular English children's counting rhyme called Tinker Tailor that can be used to count cherry stones, buttons, daisy petals, and other items. It goes, Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. There's another version that goes rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. This song begins with a white noise sort of rhythm, if there could be such a thing. My brain is worn out, forgive me. All this describing, my thoughts are famished, but when I try to scratch my thoughts, they feel like aliens. It reminds me of a slower version of Idiot Tech for some reason, and maybe a few other songs. I love that they keep their sound so alive on this record. It's a very mellow tune with a constantly soft and delicate beat as the sounds of keys fall like a harp. The moment the bass comes in and the drums move from whispering to tapping, and the strings paint Swedish massages on the canvas of a sound that wants to sing you to sleep, but won't allow you to take your ears away. Once again, I got that old feeling back. The one I felt when I was 17, running away from home with OK Computer in my headphones, walking through kudzu and through the projects, in the rain. And speaking of rain, near the end of the song, the strings rise and fall like rain. And the song ends suddenly, but not abruptly. More like the clouds parting ways as the sun shines through, just in time for nightfall. Kind of like right about now. Maybe a little earlier than now, maybe. We're finally down to number 11, the last song. Actually, if you got the special edition of this album, there will be 2 bonus songs that I have yet to hear. But this is number 11, True Love Waits. This version of a well-known live Radiohead tune has finally been honored with a studio recording, minus the acoustic guitar and replaced with a mildly muffled piano, resonating behind those familiar lyrics and melody. You know what? Anything I try to say about this song just feels cheap and empty compared to everything that it represents to me. I'm gonna fail, but let me try. I'm in a hammock that is padded with a soft feather blanket, and I'm too comfortable to ever rise again. But is it because I'm too sad, or is it because I'm too happy where I am? I don't know. I can't do this anymore. It's too much, too bright, too powerful. I'm gonna go lie down and listen to this album again a few more times. I'll let you know. Thanks, KT. Bye, everyone. It's nice to meet you.